We're here again, Les and I. As you can see behind me, we're quite a long way out from the shore, so it should give you some idea of where we are. I don't know how well you can hear me because it's extremely windy out here, so I've had to kind of shield the phone behind the legs of the pier and hope that does the job. We had a little spell on the dry sand this morning, and this is how we got on. Good morning. First signal 15. Which means I could well be starting with a 20 pence piece. Yeah, I'm using my my new Ceto scoop today. Les is using my other one. I was hoping it might speed him up digging his signals. And there it is. Started off with a traditional 20 pence piece. Yeah, today the pier. It's still early at the moment, as you can tell, because we're using head torches. We've literally just got, it's my first hole I've just dug. There's, I don't know if you can see him, he's down there, his head torch. Yeah, we're going to take on a dry for a couple of hours. It's about 5:30ish, and low tide is 7:56. So what our intention today is, a couple of hours on here to about 7:30, and then we're going to walk directly out to the end of the pier and work our way back in. In a perfect world that'll happen. That's our intention for the day. Alright, on to the next. Right, I've just dug that 20p here, just backfilled the hole, got to here, got another 15, 16 this time. Oh, it's out. I do hope it's not a piece of aluminium, because I know that comes in at 16 from time to time. Oh no, it isn't, I can see it. 20p number 2. Right, it's 20 pence number 2. I think I might be on to number 3. This one's a bit more jumpy though. Right, this here, number 1, 20p. This one, number 2, 20p. And this one here, number 3. Alright, it's out this time. Maybe it isn't. Alright, I'm facing into the wind, so it might get a bit noisy. Right, time to use a pinpointer. And there she be. 20 pence number 3. This has got to be a small pocket spill. Right, number 3. 20p number 4. Literally from this hole here where my foot is. Here is where I found the other 3. So this has got to be all one kind of source, isn't it? A few weeks ago when we had strong winds and it washed the sand down, I think these have been dragged down and scattered. So I'm going to look around here because there's probably a nugget somewhere. Right, let's keep going. Number 5. Right, next coin. I don't normally dig these because the signals are 14. But due to the context around all these 20p's, I thought I'd dig it. And it is a 10p piece. So that's coin number 6 in a space of about 10 feet. Right, 10p piece. This area here was where I found those first 20s, and I've worked my way just down there about 15 feet, not even at 10 feet. Turned around, come back up to here, where I've just, I haven't been filming these now because this, otherwise this video is going to be immensely long. This is 20p number 9, believe it or not, and I've also had 3 10p pieces. And Les has had bugger all. He's gone out onto the wet, and I've told him, come here, search this area with me, but he's ignored me and walked off, so tough titty to him then. Right, but I'm still waiting for that nugget. What I need to do is find a little batch where there's loads of nuggets. Be nice. Alright, let's keep going. Right, you're back with us again now. This is up to date. We are kind of halfway between the 3rd and the 4th shelters, waiting for the gutway to empty because we've got out here a little bit early. We tried to cross it a couple of times, but it's going to come over our wellies if we go through it now. So we're biding our time, having a little hunt around, finding the occasional penny and 2p piece. No pre-decimals yet, but I'm sure we'll find something. So we'll see you on the next good hole. Right, well, we got all the way up here. This is the water channel in front of us we had to cross, and we just managed to cross it on the other side of the pier. We've been staying on this side for ages, and we just managed to cross it. And we discovered that the tide turned 20 minutes ago and is now, in actual fact, as you can see, this is a line that I drew in the sand, and when I drew this it was dry here. The tide is now coming over it. So we've been stood here for ages waiting to cross when we could have gone over the other side possibly half an hour ago and crossed it. So now it's a case of we are going to get chased in again by the tide for the 3rd time. The biggest difference is, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me now because I'm turning into the wind, but that shelter up there in front of us is the 4th shelter, which is the mile mark, which is just literally on the other side of this water course. Down there is the 3rd shelter. Now we've never managed to get that far before, but now we're well past it. So we are going to work our way back into shore, getting chased in by the tide again. Alright, so see you on the next hole. Okay, I have a signal here of 22, sorry. And last time I was up here I noticed that all the George Fifths I was getting were coming in at 21. So this is a possible, provided the signal don't change, which it's been doing. Alright, I seem to have it in here. Alright, it's definitely in the scoop. Right, it's definitely in the scoop now. I do apologise for the wind. Set me back on the wind. Right, I have a coin, but I think it's an old pound coin. By the looks of it. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's just an old £1 coin. I've got another coin signal here. I'm assuming it's a coin. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a coin. And this could be another old £1 coin, but it could also be a new £1 coin. Or it could be a penny. Don't know until you dig them. Right, it's out. Right, have it through. Here we go again. Back to the pier. And let's see what this reveals. We have, what have we got in here? Another old £1 coin in surprisingly very good condition. Right, let's keep going again. My next find is this rather interesting little fishing lure. It's interesting. I'm assuming you just drag it around and fish think it's a fish and chase it. But surely with the eye being at that end and the hook being at that end, surely the fish is going backwards. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's my next find. A rather interesting little looking fishing lure. My next signal is a bang on 21. So this one, oh hang on, it's gone to 22. Oh, I do hope it's not another old £1 coin. I haven't had a pre-decimal yet. I want a pre-dec. Ideally. Alright, I think it's in the scoop. Yes, it is. Alright. Is it in this bit? Yes. Alright. Could this be the first pre-dec? Or is it going to be another old £1 coin? It's looking like another old £1 coin. Yes, it is. God, if I'd come up here a few years ago, I'd have been minted. Another old £1 coin.
Well, back out at the pier, quite a way out. We did get across, but the tide was coming in, so we had to get back quick. This morning at Sea Life, we walked out, which is over there. I walked out on the mud and all along there, a little bit of the beach. All I found was alley, just rubbish basically. And then out on the pier here, this is what I was looking for today. This come up as a 12, hope you can hear me, it's really windy. It come up as a 12 37 on the E-track, and it's I can see Britannia but I can't see what it is on there at all. I can see an outline of a bust. There you go, that's my first decent find in about 3 hours. Alright, my next signal, that was coming up as 12:39 actually. As you can see, I've been using Darren's sand scoop today, so I've literally been digging, just trying that out and digging weird signals and stuff. This started off at, God, ridiculous signal, I think 22:44, something like that. But there you go. Remember those? See and get it in the light. It's an old BlackBerry phone, mobile phone. Ah dear. Wonder if it works. Right, I've just got to wash this one under the pier, and it is
a Queen Elizabeth II ship halfpenny by the looks of it, and it looks like the date on it is 1957. Nice find, though. First pre-decimal of the session, hopefully not the last. So Les is just coming through. He's been working down the other side of the pier. First ship halfpenny. Right, Les is coming over. So, but yes, it's an early Elizabeth II head. Clearly a ship halfpenny. Let's have a word with Les. Oh blimey, look at the speed this tide is coming through. Blimey. Look at the speed of this tide. How you been getting on the other side? How you been getting on the other side? Oh,
Not a lot. Oh no.
Good job it's waterproof. Yeah, I've just had my first ship halfpenny.
Oh gosh.
And we're getting down to where we finished last time. There you go. So that's an early Lizzie II now. 57. Oh, you've had a Vicky. Is that a Vicky?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's just a toasted one, is
I
it?
think it's a George.
Well, it's toasted.
Yeah.
Well, you see a head on there. You should be able to get something off of that.
Penny,
Well, it's definitely a penny, yeah, it's by the size of it. Right, let's keep going because this tide is going to chase us in again. There you go. For those of you that don't understand our tide situation here, I'll stand here and I'll show you the speed. Here we go. This is a tide coming in. This is what we have to race back against. I mean, it is absolutely... That's how far it's gone past me already. So we don't get a chance to stop and dig. Right, I've come back to the area I started in this morning, and as you can see by the beach, this is where I was finding all those 20p's and 10p's and 5p's first thing this morning. You see the area I've covered. And I walk up to here, the very first signal I get, another 20p. Maybe I should have stayed here today. Right, I don't know where Les is. He's still out there somewhere. I got chased off the beach by the tide. Because even though the tide this side up here looks like it's a long way out, the tide comes in quicker on the other side for some weird reason. Anyway, another 20p. Another one. I'm still in amongst this area. This has got to be one loss. To have so many in one small area, it's got to be an individual loss. This Les is working his way in. I don't know if you can see him. Right, this might be the last coin of the day, I don't know yet. Right, 20p.
Well, this is probably my last signal. I'm heading to the car, and it is the traditional 20p. That is it. See you on the next one.
Right, well, that's the end of yet another session and another trip down our pier. Didn't do as well as we could have done. I did my best bit of work before we even went out to the pier. I found a massive great cache of 20p pieces, 10p's and 5p's. That was a little bit more than a pocket spill. I don't know why there were so many of those coins in one little area, but I found them and I'm happy about that. I mean, 19 20p pieces I found today, 19 of them. Incredible. When we eventually got up to the pier, we got as far as the water channel, which was between the third and the fourth shelter, which I've explained about in previous trips up the pier. We waited on one particular side of the pier for the tide to get down low enough so that we could walk across it, and in the end we went across to the other side of the pier and found that we could have walked across it a lot sooner than we actually did, and by the time we did actually walk across it, the tide was coming back in. So we had to immediately walk back across it and then work our way back, but the tide was coming in so fast because it's they're high tides this week, and it was coming in so fast that we didn't even really have a chance to stop and detect. So I just made my way straight back to the beach to where I found those initial 20p's and that, and then found another 3 20p's there, and gave up in the end. I had enough of 20p pieces for one day. Two pre-decimals today, not very good. One was a George V farthing, and the other was our current queen in her early part of her reign, and that was a ship halfpenny. And Les had his what was it, as a Vicky? No, it wasn't. Was it? No, it was a George V penny, which was the only pre-decimal he had. So nothing like it was last time. But as I say, we were getting chased in by a very rapid tide this morning. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this particular video. If you haven't enjoyed any of our others, I hope this one was okay. I don't know when we're going out next. We haven't made any plans. Les is going away for a few days tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, but I won't be going out detecting, and then I'm at work for a while. So Brian went out yesterday to the fields, to one of our farms, to try and make a video, but he found absolutely nothing, so no video came out of that. But at least we managed to get out today. So until we see you again, bye bye for now.